welcome to yet another one. So in this video we will talk about other types of businesses that the POS supports, because you get to see different interfaces every other time. So this is the new look of the POS. The latest release being 2.3.2, which was released earlier this week. So I'm going to start off with a really fresh new account just to show you what things you want to check out the very first time you create an account. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in here. So the layout doesn't really change much. The only difference is that for people who don't operate restaurants, you won't have any tables or sections on the left-hand side. So the very first thing you would want to check after signing into your newly created account would be settings. So depending on the package that you're running, you'll notice that you have different features of the app, which includes POS, which is this is the area where you're going to do more of the selling, and then the sales will give you a general overview of what your sales look like and stuff like that. So then the inventory also, every section has a dashboard. So this hasn't really changed. So we will go into the details of each one of these at a time. But to start off, you want to come to settings, and then under settings, you want to check your company settings, because as you operate, you're going to be printing bills, and you really want to make sure that the bill looks the way it actually supposed to look like. So in the setup, we don't provide for an option to enter your TIN number. So I can just go ahead and just enter a random number. So you notice to the right, the layout changes a little bit, and that this is exactly how your bills will look like. So I can go ahead and update that. So the next thing you'll want to go to is your employees section. So by default, the system creates for you one account, which is the super admin account, but you can create more accounts here. I'm just going to create two accounts for salespeople. These are people who actually run your day-to-day activities, people who are either behind the register or you leave behind to make a sale. So I'll just create a login for Eric. So the username, if you don't use an email, by default the system will take the name you provided and the company ID, that because this is your company ID, it's how we reference every account. So but you'll notice this afterwards. So I'm gonna say this is Eric S. Probably I'll give them a role of salesperson and give them a password, and yeah, the last name should be at least more than 3 digits. So I'm just gonna put SSS just for simplicity. So when I create that, you notice that the username is the system assigns them the name you provided plus the company ID. I'm gonna create another one, maybe Henry, and I'm going to say this is Henry Lambo, probably, and this is also a salesperson. Give them a password and create an account just like the other one. This is Henry 49 and Eric 49. So now you have this will be where you create user accounts and register employees, or anyone that's gonna be using this system, really. The next thing would be the printers, but we can talk about this later. But this is just how you installed your printers on the network. would determine how. So all you have to do is just to select what connection type you used, either an IP address or a USB. But most of the times we set these ones up for you. So and this is something you do really once, and that's it. So depending on how your or the kind of printer you're using, and these settings are really for the EPOS printer. So so you could just enter a printer name, like whatever the name is, and then the paper size. So by default, all printers use the 80 millimeter paper, but some in some cases you will find that clients have 52 millimeter printer sizes. So so that's pretty much uh, most of the things that you will look for. So switching back to the POS, in the next video, I'm going to talk about how do you actually create items that you sell, the things that you'll get to see here, and then up to when you actually create a new order or your very first order. So I'll catch you guys in the next one, and yeah.